95 100.
Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Delia, and on this channel I share with you my budgeting journey, cash stuffing, sinking funds, paying off debt, and saving for the future, one step at a time. Today's video is going to be very hands-on and honestly one of my favorite kinds of videos to make because I'm showing you how to create your own vellum cash envelopes at home. These envelopes are perfect for budgeting, storing cash after you get paid, and setting money aside for bills or sinking funds until it's time to pay them. And the best part is you can make them yourself exactly how you want them. So grab a drink, get comfy, and let's get into it. Before we start crafting, I want to explain what vellum cash envelopes are and how I personally use them. These envelopes are used after you get paid. You take your cash and you store it at home in a labeled envelope. For example, rent, electricity, water, car insurance, or even sinking funds like car maintenance, Christmas, birthdays, or emergencies. I have several of them. Then when the bill is due, you already have money set aside. You just take it out and pay whatever company the bill is owed to. I love vellum envelopes because they're minimal, clean, slightly see-through, and they still give privacy without being bulky. I already shared a video on my channel on how to make these, but I feel that there was so much more that I needed to share with you all that I didn't cover in that video. Not only are these envelopes trendy, they're very pretty, but they are also very pricey. Don't get me wrong, the girls that make them, they take their time and they do a great job. I just couldn't afford them. They are not within my budget at the moment. I had most of the supplies at home, which is why I decided to make them myself. Now this part is important, so if you need to pause the video later, do that. The inside measurements of the envelopes are 6 inches 1/4. Did I say that right? 6 1/4 inches by 3 inches. The size works really well for cash and it fits perfectly in most budget binders if you use them. I have the A6 binder. When you're creating your box in Canva, keep the measurement in mind so you don't accidentally make it too big or too small. Once your design is ready, it's time to print. Here's my biggest tip. Print one sheet at a time. I know it takes longer, but trust me, vellum can be tricky and printing one sheet at a time helps prevent mistakes, smudging, or wasting supplies. Also, wait till it dries a little bit, just in case. Now, instead of regular paper, you're going to take your vellum envelopes. Insert them into your printer properly. Make sure you know which side the printer prints on, and then go ahead and print your design. I personally made a couple of envelopes while figuring this out, and that's totally okay. This is a learning process. Next, you'll want to use vellum laminating paper or matte laminating paper. I like to insert the printed vellum sheet that I have already cut inside the laminating paper without laminating it. This just gives it more structure while cutting. It's also going to make it... Vellum paper is very thin, which is why I wanted to insert it into laminating sheets. That way it's a bit thicker. So for cutting, now we're moving on to cutting. For this step, I highly recommend using a cutting board, a ruler, a sharp cutting tool. Measure carefully before you cut. I'll be honest, I noticed that some of the envelopes ended up slightly different sizes because I cut too much or I didn't measure before cutting each one of them. I just relied on the lines that I had made. So please make sure that you're measuring before you cut. Take your time, there's no rush. Vellum paper can be pretty pricey as well, so I don't want you wasting all of your paper, which is why, once again, I recommend just do one at a time. Carefully cut while you give the cleanest results. One thing that I have forgot to mention in the beginning of this video is that I'm making the dashboards. The reason why I'm making the vellum dashboards this time is because I'm going to be inserting them in some thicker envelopes that I purchased. If you would like the full video on how to make vellum cash envelopes while it creates a pocket inside for you to insert the money, I'll leave you the link to that video that I made in the description box below. I want to pause here for a moment and share something personal. I remember when I first started budgeting, I was in debt, overwhelmed. I am still in debt, but not as much as when I started. And I was trying to get my finances together. And honestly, I couldn't even afford one printable for $1. Even $1 felt like too much because I didn't want to put myself into more debt just to get organized. So because of that, I've decided that many of the projects and printables I create, I want to offer them for free to all of my subscribers. Times are tough now. Money is tight for a lot of families. And if I can help a little bit, I want to do that. These envelopes are something that you can make at home with minimal supplies. I hope they can help you on your budgeting journey, the way budgeting has helped me. So yes, these envelopes are free. All I ask is that you subscribe to my channel, that you use them and make them work for your life and your budget. No pressure, no stress, just support. Also, this is my Christmas gift to you all. I feel that I could keep talking to you all throughout this whole video. This video was over an hour, but I had to cut it because that would be too long. Now, I do want to, there's a couple different things that you can do. You can round out the edges. I wasn't sure if I should round them out. Let me know what you think, what looks better. You can round out the corners, and guess what? My cutter that rounds out the corners, it doesn't really work well, so I think I'm gonna have to buy another one. But for now, I just wanted to leave some of them. I did round, that way you could see the difference. Like, okay, does it look better rounded, or does it look better just plain rectangular pointer? I don't know. Can you really tell once they're inside the envelope? Also, the envelopes that I purchased were a bit too long, so I did have to cut them. And I wasn't sure if I should round out the corners to the envelope, or if I should just round out the corners inside the vellum inserts. So this is what they would look like. Very nice, very clean. I like that they don't have a glare to them. Last time, to save money, I used, instead of my laminating pouches, I used the regular ones. I didn't use the matte ones. I was just doing it to save money since the matte ones are a bit more expensive. But then with time of use, they were coming apart, which is why I decided to use these thicker envelopes that I purchased. Once you have cut the vellum sheets that you printed, you're going to insert them in these laminating pouches. You're going to run it through your laminator, then you're going to cut it once again. And the reason why I did this is because I wanted my laminating inserts to be a bit more thicker. I also did some dashboards, which the dashboards I still need to work on, so I won't give you the exact sizing. I mean, I will offer the printable for you for free, but keep in mind you have to cut it and measure before you do the final cut, like measure it before. The inserts were a little bit too small, and when I hole punched, I had to do another hole punch because they weren't sticking up. Like, I wanted the top part to be viewable, like where it said sinking funds, savings, snowball debt. Also, I want to let you know that you can also print these free printables or the vellum inserts or everything that I am offering to you all. If you don't have the vellum sheets, it's fine. You can use just regular white paper and it looks great. That's why I wanted to show you that it does look nice even if you just use regular white paper. I also want to be very transparent with you all. While I plan to offer many of my printables and projects for free to help you out, I am also on my own budgeting journey and working through debt as well. Because of that, there will be some projects in the future that I will need to charge for. I hope that you understand that this helps support the time, supplies, and work that goes into creating these, while still allowing me to share as much as I can for free. My goal has always been to help. I hope that I am helping you in any way just by watching my videos, learning from my mistakes, encouraging you, and I hope these printables are able to help you. Whether it's free or paid, everything is created with the intention of love and to help everyone because we are all in a budgeting journey. You might not be as much debt as I am, but you're still trying to save for the future. You're still in your own journey. And I just really hope that this helps you in your journey. Okay, here it comes. This is when I inserted the vellum insert that I have already made. And I was like, okay, I'm having a hard time putting it in. So I had to cut it a bit and then I had to cut some more. So I did this to a couple of the inserts, but for some reason, some of them were a bit smaller. I prefer them to be smaller, but I also like the look of the big ones. And once again, I don't think I'm going to be rounding the edges. I'm just going to leave them like that for now until I can possibly purchase a new cutter to round out the corners. Or I probably will do it. I'm not sure. I don't know what looks better. Probably the rounded corners does look a bit better. As you can see, this is almost about, what, 6.5? This is the 6 1/4, and the other one is a bit bigger. So I don't know. I don't know if I should wait till I purchase another machine to round out the corners. I don't even know, friends. I'll be totally honest with you. This is a part where I don't really like to do the cutting, like the hole punching. That's something that I don't like to do. I feel like that I always make a mistake with that. This was my first time making these dashboard inserts, just that dashboards, and I thought, okay, maybe if I just highlight a line in the middle and cut through the middle, that's going to be great. It wasn't, because the top part needs to be sticking up a little bit more, that way that you're able to read the dashboard whenever you open your binder. So I ended up hole punching. I did like a test punch, and then I hole punched, and then when I put it in my binder, I noticed that it was too low, so I had a hole punch again. That way it could be a little bit higher. So this is a work in progress. I gave you a thumbs up because I'm like, okay, I got it. Well, no, I didn't. I had a hole punch again. But yeah, this is a work in progress. Also, the inserts, or the dashboards, those worked out great. I did end up leaving a bigger piece on the left corner. That way it could be the size of the envelopes that I already had, which is why I measured it that way. So you can see here that I am cutting once again. You can't really tell, I guess. I hope not. Before I end this video, I just want to say I hope that you all have a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for being here on my channel, for being a part of my channel, for watching my videos, and for supporting me in this season. Please enjoy these moments with your family. Treasure them in your heart. These are memories we're creating, and we'll hold them forever in our heart. Thank you so much for watching, friends. May God bless each and every one of you all. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I normally don't ask this, but if you did, it would really help out if you give me a like. It doesn't take much to give a like. It's free. Just give me a thumbs up and share it with someone who's also on a budgeting journey. I'll see you in the next video. Blessings to all. These are the final results of my vellum inserts. This is how they look after I have cut. I'm very happy with them. Let me tell you something that happened. I went to the post office, and normally I just look through all the letters. I'm like, okay, bills, gotta pay this, gotta pay that. But this time I saw a postcard. And when I saw it, I'm like, oh, who would send me a postcard? Then I saw it was from Mindy's Budgeting. Mindy, if you are watching, thank you so much for sending me this postcard. You made my day. Mindy is new to my channel, and I also subscribe to her channel. So I'll leave you all of her information in the description box below so you can join her channel as well. She's a mom of 4. She's also on a budgeting journey, and she started her journey in February 2023. I'm so happy to have you on my channel. You brighten my day. Thank you so much. By the way, I love the paper clips. I loved the scratcher, which none of the voice recorded when I was opening it, which would have been great. Thank you to all once again for watching my videos, for all the great feedback you've been giving me lately in all of these videos, for Vlogmas, which... Alright friends, once again, blessings to all, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. I'll see you next time. Bye.